let's hit that trail. Morning everyone, we are back out on the trail this morning and we are heading to Howell Wood. Howell Wood is, again, super local to me at least. It's the westernmost part of the Dearne Valley. As a consequence, that means it comes under Doncaster Council, but strangely it has a Wakefield postcode. It's really cool at Howell Wood, I like it. There are lots and lots of different trails that you can take. You can walk for a mile, you could walk for 8 or anywhere in between. It's super cool. It's a really established woodland. Large parts of it are ancient. There are some really well established, hundreds of years old oak trees there. Lots of really nice coniferous trees. There's a beautiful spot that's absolutely rammed with some of the prettiest yew trees I've seen locally at least. There's an angling pond smack in the middle which is very tranquil. Like I said before, lots and lots of different trails that you can take. It snowed 2 days ago and it's now all disappeared, which means once again it's going to be really muddy underfoot, so we're going to be prepared for that. We've got our home up boots on again. Some really interesting stuff at Howell Wood. It's quite large. Once upon a time, when all the land was owned by one family and it was one estate, we can still be found today, the ice house for the family's kitchen. So this predates like refrigeration and things like that. So they'd store any of their perishable stuff in a concrete little, it's like a bunker, not too far from the angling pond. So the cold temperatures outside and do the job for, and we're going to see if we can find that this morning. You see lots of dog walkers and things like that. It's a great place to take the dog. Just once again, you're going to need to be prepared to hose the dog down when you get home if you go anytime soon, just based on what I'm expecting it to be like underfoot. Let's go for an explore. As expected, it is super muddy, so if you are coming anytime soon, strap on those wellies, get the wellies on the kids, get the hose pipe ready for the dog. Missed him, never mind. Years ago, our volunteer Tom and I came here during the summer and we built a couple of nice little chairs and side tables and stuff. I wonder if they're still here. I'm sure it were around this place where we built them. I'm not too sure, we'll go for a look. Behind me over here, someone started building their own little bivouac. There's loads of these around here, and there's a ton of deadfall as well. So if you do come for a little wander around, why not add to one, or even start your own? The winter has not been kind to this place. stumbled across this. A local forest school group operate out of Howell Wood, and I believe I've stumbled across what is probably their base of operation. Look at this cool little shelter. How awesome is that? We'll leave it undisturbed. We've reached this sign to the east as we follow the track that warns us that there's archery going on in this area. I'm not sure if that's anything to do with the local forest school group or not. I don't think that it's probably in use at the minute, but either way, we're going to keep a wide berth. Just a little tip, if you are coming on a day like this and it's super muddy, there's no sense in getting unnecessarily filthy. So if you walk to the side of the trail, there'll be like an inverse camber where there's a lot of footfall, maintenance vehicles come through, that kind of thing. So the water isn't going to irrigate itself as well and put a pool in the middle. So if we walk to either side of it, we should keep our boots a little bit cleaner. As we walk around, you're going to come to lots of little crossroads like these ones. Just let the spirit of adventure take you, don't be, you know, too afraid to go off course, off your plan. That's where you find all the best stuff. Or in my case, you just always turn right. Let's keep going. Hopefully you can hear that. For our Witcher fans, wind's howling. Come on down to Howell Wood, kill two birds with one stone. Get on that trail and complete the tracker challenge. There's thousands and thousands of footprints in the mud. As I've walked around, I've walked past loads of these little rope swings, and they all seem to be made out of polyurethane for some reason, which I have absolutely zero faith in. If you are wandering around and you see one, maybe don't be too quick to jump on it. You want to make sure that the rope's still intact, that it's weight bearing, that those knots are, you know, secured, dressed properly. It's the appropriate knot for the job, really. Yeah, so careful. So we've dropped on this marmot because there isn't a soul inside. So walk through here. You could be absolutely anywhere. This is great. Don't know if you can quite see, but there are an awful lot of squirrels just busying themselves behind me as we walk through. Just gone past some of those yew trees that we talked about. We're going to keep following the path. See what else we can find. There it is, we've stumbled across our ice house. It's a little bit derelict, a little bit vandalised these days. But once upon a time, a really interesting bit of local history. Sad really that it's so neglected. We're just coming up on the angling pond now. It's a little bit undulating in places here, a little bit hilly. I'm out of breath. And when it's so loose underfoot, Bayeka walking pole won't go on this. Right now we're coming up on my favourite part of Howell Wood, those yew trees that we talked about earlier. These are absolutely stunning for my money. They've got to be, some of them, century old if they're a day. Let's go for a mooch. So that's it, we're back in the car and heading home. In review, it's a lovely little walk around there. It is really muddy underfoot still, so just bear that in mind if you're going to go anytime soon. Seen a ton of squirrels, lots of grey, couple of red, lots of pheasant. I think I saw a stoat at one point, I'm not too sure, it was quite far away, and scarpered as soon as I took another step. There's lots to be seen, there's a lot to do as well, like I said, there's all those little shelters, there's loads of deadfall. There's absolutely nothing stopping you building your own little shelter, maybe a little lean-to. Don't see too many of them, lots of teepee, bivouac style ones. Yeah, give it a go, head on down, and until next time, we'll go explore.